Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video, we will learn how to simplify linear equation in real world context. So, we will discuss few questions in which different conditions would be given. So, the first question is the sum of four consecutive odd numbers is 56. Find the greatest of the four odd numbers. Now, how to simplify or how to find out four consecutive number whose sum is 56. So we need to see few of the things very attentively and very carefully. Whenever these type of questions come, first of all, consecutive means one after another. So we must know the meaning of few of the things. Consecutive means one after another. For example, consecutive odd number. So few of the odd number which are consecutive are 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the consecutive odd number. But if I ask you whether 17, 19, 23 and 25 are these odd number, consecutive odd number? No. They are odd number but they are not consecutive. Why? 23 is missing. So in order to be consecutive, they must be consecutive. Means after 17 the next odd is 19, the next odd is 21, then after 21 next odd is 23 and then 25 and so on. So this is the first of all, we must know what does consecutive odd numbers meaning is. Second of the thing in which many of the student gets confused, they directly finding out the four number and add them manually to find out their sum, which would be equal to 56. We don't have to do this thing because the question is from the linear equation. If we will not construct the equation, this won't help us in finding out the correct number, but if you find it out the correct number, it won't be considered as correct because we have to show the proper working, show the proper equation. So first of all, we must have to create the equation. So to create the equation, let's suppose any of the four consecutive odd number as I have shown in front of you, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we will consider first odd number as x or y. Take any of the variable. For example, I am taking as x. Let the first odd number be x. We will do the supposition over here properly. But if we will suppose the third odd number as x, so to get 5, what we have to do with x? What is the difference between them? In consecutive odd number, the difference is of 2. If I add 2 in 3, so I would get 5. So it means that I have to add 2 in the first number as well to get the second consecutive odd number. Now in the same way, what I have to do with the first odd number to get the third odd number? I have to add 4. So I will add 4 over here as well, x plus 4. So the third odd number will be x plus 4. And the fourth odd number, to obtain fourth odd, I have to add 6 in it because the gap is of 2. In each consecutive odd number, the gap is of 2. That's why we are adding 2 each time. So now I have to add 2 in it, means x plus 6. It means that the gap is of 2, x plus 0 means x plus 2. Then again we are adding 2 in it, then again we are adding 2 in it. Actually, there is one more confusion. What is that confusion? You can take if x plus 1 as the first odd number, but if you are taking x plus 1 as the first odd number, then again we have to maintain the gap of 2. So the next odd will be, if we will add 2 in it, so next odd will be x plus 3. After that, next odd will be x plus 5, and then next odd will be x plus 7. Now let's suppose if in place of this odd number, if it would be written even number. In the question, if it would be even number, the sum of four consecutive even number is, in place of 56, if it would be 68. For example, the sum of four consecutive even number is 68. Then what consideration we would take? We will take the same consideration. Let's see how. For example, first even number we are taking, we are considering any of the even number. the gap will remain the same. Now 4, after 4 the next consecutive even is 6, then 8, then 10. What we have to do with 4 to get 6? We have to add 2 in it. What we have to do with 6 to get 8? We have to add again 2 in it. Again we have to add 2 in 8 to get 10. Means the gap will remain the same. Or if we are considering x as the first even number, it would remain x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. But if we are considering x plus 1 as the first even number, so after x plus 1 the next even number will be, the gap will remain the same. We will add 2 each time to get the next even number, x plus 3, x plus 5, x plus 7. My personal opinion is that to take first even number or odd number as x, then x plus 2, then x plus 4, then x plus 6. It would work very well and there won't be any confusion. This is one of the most confusing part for the student, that they think that if we are adding x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, it means that we are adding even number each time in case of even number, and we have to add x plus 1, x plus 3, x plus 5 in case of odd number. So this is a very big misconception in many of the students. So we don't have to do this, whether if it would be the case of even number or if it would be the odd number. Consider first even number as x, then x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. If it would be 5 consecutive even number, then we would x plus 8, and it could be any of the even number. It would work at every single even number. Let's suppose you are considering the first even number as 12, then next 14, 16, 18, 20. The gap will remain the same, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. And if it would also work for consecutive odd number as well. So for example, if you are considering first odd as 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, the gap will remain the same, and this consideration will remain the same for even number as well as for odd number. So now let's start. Now how to start? We will suppose, let the first, now original question was this: first odd number, the sum of first consecutive 4 odd number is 56. Let the first odd number be x, then the second odd number will be x plus 2, then third odd number will be x plus 4, and then fourth odd number will be x plus 6. Now how to construct the equation? They are saying the sum means plus. We will add these 4 odd number, first odd plus second odd plus third odd number plus fourth odd number. The sum of these 4 odd number is equal to 56. Now they are saying find the 4 odd number. Now we have to simplify, we have to solve this equation to find out the value of x. Then I will show you how to find out those 4 odd number whose sum is 56. Now we will open up the bracket. X plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6 is equal to 56. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 12 is equal to 56. Then 4x is equal to 56 minus 12, which is 44. 4x is equal to 44. Then x is equal to 44 upon 4, which is equal to 11. What we have considered as x? We have considered x as the first odd number. Means this is the first odd number. Now we will give answer in the same manner. First odd number is equal to 11. Then to obtain second odd number, we have to do this. X plus 2 means 11 plus 2, which is equal to 13. Then third odd number will be 11 plus 4. X plus 4 means 11 plus 4, 15. And then the fourth odd is 17. X plus 6. So this will be the fourth odd number. They have only asked find the greatest. So now you can give the answer in the statement. The greatest odd number is 17. Now I hope you have understood. If it would be in place of even number, or in place of odd, if it would be even number, this consideration will remain the same, and whatever the sum would be given, you would write over here and you would solve in the same way, and you obtain the answer in the same way. Now let's see another question. Now in this question, the sum of three consecutive natural numbers. In place of natural number, it could be the sum of three consecutive integers is 45. Find the numbers. Now let's consider over here first. Take any of the three natural numbers. For example, three consecutive integers are 7, 8 and 9, and they are also called integers. So in the question it could be given as natural number or it could be integers. So now let's consider. If we are considering x as the first integer, so to obtain next integer, the gap is of +1 +1, means to obtain the next integer x +1, and to obtain the third integer x +2, because the gap is 2. So I hope you have understood. If you are taking first integer as y +1, so the next integer would be y +2 and the third integer would be y +3. I prefer this consideration in which x is all alone. So now I hope you have understood that in the consecutive natural number or in the integer, the gap is of +1. That's why we are considering this. So now let the first integer be y, then the second integer will be y +1, and the third integer will be y +2. Now let's consider. Sum means plus first integer plus second integer plus third integer is equal to 45. Now let's add them. Y plus y plus y is equal to 3y plus 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, is equal to 45. Now 3y is equal to 45 minus 3, which is equal to 42. So 3y is equal to 42. Now y is equal to 42 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3, 1 will be carry. 3 times 4 is 12. So y is equal to 14, means first integer is equal to 14, then second integer means 14 plus 1, which is equal to 15, and the third integer will be 15 plus 2, y plus 2, means 14 plus 2, which is equal to 16. 14, 15, 16 consecutive means one after another. So I hope you have understood and liked the video. So please do not forget to share in your friends and family. Now let's look at one more question. This is very interesting. The sum of half of a number and 49. Sum means plus. Half of a number and 49 is equal to 2 whole 1 by 4 of the number, means 2 whole 1 by 4 times of the number, means times of the number. The sum of half of a number and 49 means the sum of two number is 2 whole 1 by 4 of the number. So we will start the question like this. Let the number be x, then half of a number, then half of the number will be x upon 2, or you can say 1 by 2 times of x. So it means that the sum of half of a number means x upon 2 plus 49 is equal to 2 whole 1 by 4 of the number. of the number means times of that number, so this is how we construct the equation. So first of all, read the equation, read the question very attentively, then try to do the consideration correctly and then construct the equation. If you constructed the correct equation, then there is no difficulty to get the correct answer. Now we have to solve it for x. So it's up to you. If you want to find out LCM over here, you can find out over here, and if you want to bring x over, both the x term on one side, this is also one of the way. So 49 is equal to, I'm bringing this over there, 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9 by 4 x minus x upon 2. Now we cannot add or subtract them directly, we have to find out the LCM. In order to make denominator same, multiply by 2, multiply by 2, so it would become 4 under a big line, 9x minus 2 1s are 2x is equal to 49. Now we have to simplify it for x. 9 minus 2 is 7x. Now we can flip this side like this. So 7x upon 4 is equal to 49. Now this 4 will go over there and will multiply by 49. Now 49 times 4 will be 4 9s are 36, 4 4s are 16, plus 3 19, 196. X is equal to 196. Now x is equal to 196 divided by 7. Now 196 when divided by 7 will gives us 7 times 2 is 14. So what is left? 5 is left. 7 times 8 is 56. Means x is equal to 28. Which means that find the number. Now we will give the answer in statement. Therefore, the number is 28. When the question is in a statement, we have to give the answer in the statement as well. So this is how we can find out, or how we can solve the word problem or the real world problem, or what problem we will convert in the normal linear equation. Then we find out the solution of that equation. I hope you like the video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and share our YouTube videos. Thank you.